you've heard about mercury levels in fish. It seems really very far from our shores. One needs to worry about mercury when you're traveling abroad, eating salmon and sushi. But now there may be cause for worry right in our backyards, or should I say in our own fish markets. There are reports now of formalin, that is a cancer-inducing chemical used illegally to preserve fish. And these reports are coming in from various states of India. And the price of fish in states like Assam has jumped. This after a government ban on importing fish from other states, especially Andhra Pradesh. And this news is, as expected, it's creating chaos amongst consumers in major fish eating states. But is this a moment of concern, or are we being unnecessarily alarmist? Are you concerned? We have a doctor here in studio. He's here just to answer all of your concerns, your worries. You can call us, you can tweet us. We're asking, cancer-causing chemicals are found now in fish. Is there a lack of food safety measures for India? We'll have a doctor also in Mumbai to answer your questions and your concerns. So you can tweet us, you can call us, the numbers on your screens right now. You can reach out to us, and we'd love to hear from you also. Any videos that you want to send us with your questions, we can look at that. But first I want to go across to my colleague Ratnadeep. He's reporting from Assam, where the price of fish has been zooming because the Assamese are known to love and eat their fish, but 90% of their fish is imported from Andhra Pradesh. That's one thing I didn't know. Take a look at this report.
We are coming to you from a fish market in Guwahati. In fact, this has been 5 days that the state government has imposed a carpet ban on import and sale of fish from Andhra Pradesh after traces of formaldehyde, high percentage of formaldehyde was found in fish samples that were tasted about 5 days back on 10th of June. In fact, after that, the state government has imposed a carpet ban. Now, that has resulted in a slump of business because already there is no, imported fish in the markets in Assam. जब बैन हुआ है यहाँ पे जो चालानी फिश है, उसके चलते जो कस्टमर है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे लोग हर दिन जो फिश लेते हैं, आप लोगों को कितनी तकलीफ हुई? बाजार में प्राइस राइज हुआ है कि नहीं?
हाँ, तकलीफ तो थोड़ा हो रहा है, लेकिन जो स्टेप लिया है गवर्नमेंट ने वो बहुत अच्छा स्टेप है. और देखिए, कोई भी अच्छा चीज़ जब इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहते हैं आप, थोड़ा तो मुश्किल होता है, लेकिन ये चीज़ को पूरा फाइनली हम लोग कुछ सोल्यूशन मांगते हैं. और प्राइस राइज थोड़ा ज़्यादा हुआ है. पहले जो लोकल फिश 300-350 पर किलो मिलता रहा, अभी 500 के जैसा हुआ है.
और आप लोगों को क्या ऐसा लगता है कि ये एक अच्छा मौका है सरकार के लिए जो अपना खुद का जो फिश प्रोडक्शन है उसको भी थोड़ा बूस्ट करे?
हाँ, डेफिनेटली. अगर अपना प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा हो जाएगा तब तो आंध्र का फिश का कोई सवाल ही नहीं होता है ना.
There you are, one of the customer. He's not complaining that there is a price rise. He sees this as an opportunity for the state government actually to improve the quantity of production of fish in Assam. In fact, we would now try to talk to some of the fish sellers and try to understand what has been the impact on their business. भाई साहब, चालानी फिश बैन होने के बाद आप लोग के बिजनेस के ऊपर कुछ असर पड़ा है?
अब हम लोग तो पहले सालानी बिक्री कर रहा है. अभी सालानी बंद हो गया तो हमको बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो गया. लोकल माछ तो हम पहले से बिक्री नहीं करता, अभी लोकल माछ बिक्री करना पड़ रहा है. लोकल का दाम तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. अभी
इससे बिजनेस में घाटा हुआ है?
अभी तो घाटा हो गया है. ये मछली 250 रुपये खरीद दाम है.
All right, let's go across to Dr. Mohsin Wali. He's a senior consultant in medicine at Gangaram Hospital. Thank you so much. I know you're a busy person, but you've taken time out to come into our studios, and we're grateful because we need for you to explain to us, doctor, as a person who has a background in this, how serious is this? Are we being alarmist? First, what is formalin?
Formalin is a chemical which we use in embalming, preserving the specimens which we teach to the undergraduates and the students, like the museum specimen cadavers and museum specimens of our.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
How does formalin get into our food?
Yeah,
into our
everyday milk packet which you are going to buy has very little formalin in it, very little.
Why?
Now, the fish sellers, they were preserving fish into salt and ice previously.
Correct.
Then they started using thermocols and this liquid carbon dioxide. And then, because that was costlier, they become smarter, they are using formalin.
No, so formalin is cheaper.
Formalin is toxic and cheaper, both.
Like in most cases, that's
yeah,
often the
because
case.
commercially it's very cheaper, easily available, and there's no way you can
Why
control.
would it be cheap and easily available if it's only used to preserve cadavers?
It's available on science shops. They commonly sell it. I used to buy it when I used to preserve my zoology specimens.
So some business person, entrepreneur put 2 and 2 together, because like you're saying, we in India have been eating fish for ages, and obviously not in all cases does everybody live on the coast. So fish has to be brought in. For example, if you live in Delhi, you're getting your fish from INA market. It's not fresh by any stretch of the imagination. It's taken 10 days to get here. It's been on a tanker for 10 days.
Fridge and bought by the people who regularly buy a particular shop. They trust that shop. Let me tell you one very old thing. Our elders used to say the months which do not have letter R, you should not eat fish.
Yes.
Like April. After
Many
that,
homes believe that.
May,
Correct.
June, July, August.
Yeah.
Again September onwards. Yes. Now, what is happening over the years? Yesterday, somebody sent me a picture of Marine Drive, in which the high tide threw so much filth that first we are poisoning the sea. More than formalin, we are poisoning the habitat of the fish. Many times you get pictures, hordes of fish coming on the seashore dead. So this is what is happening to the natural habitat of the fish. Over and above, this phenomena which we are talking today is taking place because the transport, preservation, sale and storage costs time, and to bridge this time, the sellers, the wholesalers, they are using formalin. Formalin is a liquid of formaldehyde, which is diluted,
and
which is toxic to the body.
And the fact that we have been overfishing for decades, because of that we have to go deeper and deeper into the oceans.
Yes.
And now all our fish are caught on trawlers. On trawlers they're kept on ice for 10 days before you can come back to the coast to actually sell the fish. But my question to you, sir, is this, doctor, that obviously our climate is not conducive. We have to store fish on ice or some way or the other. Has this just come to light now, or was this always been the case? Because how did we preserve fish in the past?
No, I think it is happening at a larger scale. I used to get fish from Konkan, Goa, and friends sending from Gujarat coast. But now this formalin is being used, and you are rightly talking about it because it's of concern to the human body.
So now it's being used on a larger scale, which is why we're hearing more about it, which is why we're talking about it, because it concerns all of us. Dr. Ruchi Samdani is a nephrology specialist and consultant. She's joining us from Mumbai. So Dr. Ruchi, what are the harmful effects then of formalin on your body? Is it enough to actually cause a concern? The amounts that are used?
Hi. Definitely, formalin is a preservative. It was, as Dr. Wali very correctly said, supposed to be used for embalming bodies, used in the medicine industry and in an industry. So it is not something which should be ingested in any form. So if formalin is, if you inhale formalin, that causes severe irritation in the eyes, the nose, the throat. You can get burning of the eyes, sneezing, cough, breathlessness, and of course when it's ingested, you can get various symptoms in the form of erosion in your gastrointestinal tract, meaning in your esophagus, in your stomach. When the quantities of your ingestion are larger or the toxicity levels are larger, you can also affect the kidneys. It causes acid base imbalance, so it causes toxicity in the liver. So it actually has an effect on various body systems and all body parts. It is not something that should be ingested or inhaled in any form. So definitely it is something of
can you put
big
this into
concern.
perspective for us? Should we also be falling prey to fear? Fish is an important source of nutrients. It's high protein. It's not just Bengalis, Malayalis, people like me, from Kerala who eat fish. Everybody eats it. There are many Indians for whom a meal without fish seems incomplete. Should we be cutting out fish? And is there a harm caused to our bodies by not getting that source of protein and nutrients?
So, I mean, actually it's a double-edged sword which you are talking about right now. I don't think we should cut fish from our diet, but fish maybe which is a fresh produce should be ingested rather than fish which is maybe imported or which
But
is
then
not
how do we
locally
know what's
available.
fresh and what's not, and how can we actually protect ourselves? Okay, so we have one caller, Anant Raman from Pune. Anant, what's your question?
My point is, are we getting immune to almost everything? Now it is food, now it is law and order, safety of women on the streets, waterlogging, etc., etc. It looks as if we are getting immune to everything. That is how things are going on.
Well,
Pollution is everywhere is basically what Anand is saying.
I indicated in my earlier statement, because we have to really clean atmosphere for the food which we are going to eat. That's most important, and the amount of formalin the fish would absorb would not be that great to cause the cancer, but it can obviously change the taste. I would give you a small tip. If the fish smells more than normal, you know how it smells. Everybody who buys fish, he knows how the fish smells, and the ants and the fly do not sit on the fish. That means there is a formalin type of thing with the fish body or the skin. So the best way to avoid it is to de-peel the fish, take out the peel,
And see if flies are sitting on it.
no, and eat after that.
Got
you
it.
can't avoid. You see, these all business people, they become a mafia.
So we can't
and
avoid it in
law and
any
order
way.
situation is too
What
small
about-
word for that.
Okay, Dr. Ruchi, Dr. Mohsin, any one of you, is it enough to just say, let's say, wash the fish for longer, keep it in water? Should we wash it in running water? Will that help? Ruchi, go ahead if you want.
Yeah, I think definitely that would be of some degree of help. However, the deep formalin which would have gone into the tissue would be difficult to get out. However, at least the superficial formalin which would be there for increasing the shelf life, which is now being used, would definitely be of some degree of help.
Okay.